Let's talk movie reviews. Did you know that there's a new Roadhouse movie out? And it's actually pretty good. It's interesting that this film went directly to streaming, as it is definitely a popcorn film. I saw this in the theater at South by Southwest, and the audience went nuts. Gyllenhaal was amazing, as he was simultaneously charming and threatening, and really pulled off that action hero vibe. I would actually want to see more movies starring this character, although I'm not really sure how that premise would work out, given that it's all set in the Roadhouse. I do think it was an odd choice to cast Conor McGregor, given his own personal past, but I will say he was extremely threatening in this role, and clearly the cast had a lot of fun. I wish we could have spent more time with the rest of the cast, as Jessica Williams is an amazing comedic actor, and it would have been great to see more of her. As it was, she did very little in this film. The same could be said for Daniela Melchior, who seemed like her character had a lot going on, but we didn't get much of that in the film. Although we also didn't get a lot of Post Malone, and I'm not complaining about that. This guy was barely in the movie, and yet he has his own character poster. There were characters that had a lot more lines than him that really deserved to be here. The movie really had some great villains, although some of my favorites were the most minor. There are some really, really cool bikers in this film that just, well, I wish they were in more of the movie too, although they actually had a pretty good showing in the thing until, Roadhouse happens. I admit Roadhouse isn't really my kind of film, or at least it didn't seem like it. I probably wouldn't have seen it in theaters if I hadn't already been at South by Southwest and it was headlining. But I'm glad I saw it because, like I said, it was a lot of fun. If you want an action movie with some great comedic bits in it, in fact, a lot of the most brutal hits are some of the funniest. I definitely would recommend this. It's a blast, and apparently it's streaming. It's a little unfair to compare this movie to the Patrick Swayze original simply because, well, nobody else can be Patrick Swayze, and that one is a classic on its own right. This one, on its own, stands up pretty well. I like it, and I'm glad I saw it at South by Southwest.